Alright, let's take a look at this image. Let's see what we can do to fix this image up. I want to check a couple things. So this image was likely traced off of another image, just based off of what I'm seeing here. You can tell things like that by the curvature of some of the letters or the curvature of things that are bolt holes that are usually called out in designs. And they usually hold tolerance, but because this is indented the way it is, it usually signifies that it's been traced. That being said, we see this beautiful image. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this image looks like with color so that we can see the differences. And what we see here is that we have a dog that is not connected to any of the external, and we have all of these unique little tiny details that the dog has on his face that sort of help form the actual image of a dog. And we want to be able to make sure that all of those pieces stay. And we're going to have to make some tough artistic decisions as a human being here in order to make sure that we get exactly what we want. So let's go ahead and without further to do, yeah. We are going to go ahead and start working on adding structure. And the first thing is going to be the easiest one, which is we're going to attach these tops of the ears, and we're going to work our way from the top all the way on down until we get to exactly where we want. Or if we want, we can actually work from the outside and work our way inside. And I think that actually might be a better choice here. So the way that we correct something like this, in order to attach it to a material, I'm going to go to my Draw Bezier Curves tool. I'm going to just click a line there, click a line following the curvature a little bit. Let's do that. You're going to notice that we're going to get this weird bold line that shows up here. And that we don't have to worry about because where I'm placing my little vector lines is not, those vector lines aren't going to show up in the same way when we get to this final image here. All right, so let's go ahead and attach these here, 1 and 2, and we're actually going to follow the contour of that one here. Boom, and you're going to hear me say the phrase follow the contour because we're going to follow the natural flow of the shape as much as is physically possible here. All right, next up we have all these internal details here. We don't see a connection here and here, so let's add a connection. Boom, and where this is, you want to know where the money making is happening? It's all right here. We are just sitting here and designing and joining things together. Oh, there we go, and 1, 2. Okay. I know that looks bold and nasty, but you'll notice here once I'm done that it's not going to be as bold or as nasty, or at least that's the hope. All right, well, let's go down here, all the way down here, because we want to make sure we have that. Now, I'm going to follow the contour of this shape here by coming down and arcing inward, and we're going to see if that pops out okay in the end. One small change I might make is there to there. Yeah, with the way that, yeah, that's going to come out a little bit better. All right, perfect. Okay, so we've attached here, we've attached here. Let's go ahead and actually do a practical here. Let's see what this is going to look like once we add those parts to and union those parts together. And here we go. So we have this ear connection here. I do have a little tiny bit of a divot here, but that's fixable. We just go remove that beautiful little divot. All right, no divot there. Come on over here. We take a look. I like it. And again, I have a small divot because of where I decided to place my line. Not bad. There we go. And fix it up over here. 1 and 2. Put that in line or just cusp them. Okay. So there's that. And we have the dog ears in place. Dog ears are dog-eared in. And we have our connections here. That looks clean. That looks clean there. All right, so let's work on the next bits. Based off of the plasma cutter, we're not going to get this level of clarity. So we're actually going to remove these 2 points here, delete those, pop this one probably closer to over here so that the plasma cutter has a chance to get in there. All right, next up, we're going to actually add some lines here, 1 to 2, and 3 to 4 there, and 5. All right, adding lines. Ooh, look at that. All right, and we're going to add another line here. We're going to give it a curve that'll at least allow it to pretend it to be somewhat like this other shape here. Boom, 1 and 2. Okay, cool. I like that. We are going to need to add from here to here. Why? Because without enough support, the dog's ear is going to end up just falling off his face. Don't get me wrong, I love dogs, but we need to make sure that the dog has ears on his face. Boom, okay. Connect that one there. I love it. Let's take it over here. 1 and 2. Awesome. And ooh, we're going to come down because I don't like the way that curve is. Technically, I could go back and fix the curve later, but I don't feel like doing that. So I want to make all of my primary adjustments here. This needs to come in just a hair. Yep, just a hair. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and come over here and do the same thing that we did over there over here, where we're adding lines and we're making lines that fit the curve of the shape. Again, and I only do that because stylistically it seems right. You know what? But who am I as an authority on art? I'm really not any sort of authority. Okay, boom. So forgive me if I seem to be rambling here. We are just going through the tedious process of cleaning up a design, and it just drags on if I don't at least make it somewhat interesting. Alright, so we have ear connection here, ear connected there, ear connected here, and ear connected here. And we can make tiny, tiny, tiny adjustments here from how I connected them, cusp those together. That looks nice and clean. This is going to give the plasma cutter problems. We're going to just drop that down just a hair. Again, we're looking for anything that's going to give us a little bit of problems with plasma cutter thickness. I'm going to just measure this here. This is, oh, there we go. So we're looking at 0.09 inches between there, meaning that the plasma cutter being 0.053, usually on 16 gauge in terms of width of the kerf, is actually able to get inside of there and work with that. So, love it. Okay, let's keep moving. Scrolling down here. Oh, okay, okay. We have this inner ear piece here. Now that's going to be interesting. How do I want to make it attach? Well, I may end up creating a lot of some structure points here, structure points to here, and then come down here like this, and almost completely forego that interior shape, and then bump this maybe off of this one here. Again, I'm just making artistic decisions. You do not have to do exactly what I do. I do what I do because it feels good. And it seems right for the file that I'm making. There we go, 1 and 2, 3, and we're going to curve that down like that. Oh, like that. Perfect. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. That isn't connected at all. All right, let's do that. Now it's a shape. Awesome. All right, we're going to select everything. Whoo, and vector tool. Vector and positive that. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Look at that. That seems like a semi. Oh, I don't like that. We're going to delete that node. That should cause the image to compensate in some way. We're going to drop this down just a hair and clean up this corner like so. This corner right here, again, I'm not a huge fan of it, so I'm going to change it like that. All right, so we have that corner there, that shape. This, drop this down, making happy little mistakes here. And Bob Ross it like crazy. Okay, so we have this ear done. We have structure added so that pieces will stay on. Oh, nope. Structure added so that pieces will stay on. We need to add another piece here. Let's keep moving. 1 and 2, 3, 4. So I'm not going to do this entire picture because, well, I don't want to give you any sort of ideas where you'll get stuck on something and you'll try to mimic exactly what I'm doing. I want you to make some artistic decisions on your own so that you're able to do all of this work here. Because it is where the money is made. If you know how to make a complex design like this out of metal, people will go nuts. People love this sort of stuff. So you see the concept here. I want you to go ahead and keep pushing. Again, I'm really only doing a couple of very, very basic things. One, I am doing path union. I'm joining things together. So I'm creating shapes and joining things together. It's a very simple process, and it's just a matter of adding things up. And then we're doing things like checking up. This is 0.05. That's going to be a little small. Okay, so just going to move this down a little. There and there, and this is going to be almost non-existent, but I think we'll just leave that there because plasma cutter's not going to go get in there, but that's, you know, nature of the game. We're going to be okay with that. All right, there we go. So we are improving, we're moving along. The biggest problems are going to come down here when you need to make a decision whether or not you want to join all these pieces or you're going to delete pieces. Now, if you were to just remove all of this, that would be sad because it wouldn't look like a dog anymore. So you're going to need to attach here to here, here to here, here to here, here. This is going to be interesting. You can attach here to here, maybe follow the natural line that could be made from this arc to this arc. You're going to have to make decisions. That's what it comes down to. So take a look at that and we'll go from there.